Hey there everybody. Well, I just made a little video sharing kind of a mushroom hunt, and as I came around the other side and I finished the video, there were just so many mushrooms I could not pass up the opportunity to go back and film it with the GoPro because it's better quality and because I missed so many. So I'm not going to be labeling or identifying in most of these mushrooms. I'm just going to share because I just have a fascination with fungi. I'm, mycologically obsessed. And right away over here we can see the boletes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have the camera aimed in front of me with the selfie stick so I can just kind of lean down and share. These look like boletes. You can tell by the larger spongy underside. I'm next to a road at the moment, but I'll be moving away from it gradually. So I'm hoping I can find some of these ones I saw on the way up, because there's just so many. Here we go. Got these guys. These guys. There's a guy back here as well. Right now it's mid-October, towards late October. And this is the time when all these little guys come out, And I just have a fascination with mushrooms. I saw a couple of funky ones right here. I always seem to find kind of the shelf fungus near wood like that. And this one's unique as well. Got some parasol type mushrooms over here. And back in here. Now, if you're ever looking for mushrooms just for the beauty of them, look on decaying wood. You'll almost always find them on dead trees or around dead trees. The mycelium will take up and make a network in that tree. Often that's what kills it. Here's some down here. It's hard to tell what these could have been. I'm not sure. Looks like they got picked and dropped or just kicked over. Here's one. Okay. Wow. That really is beautiful. Beautiful mushroom. Now the other day, I was working at my other house getting it ready and cleaning up around the backyard, and I looked down on this log and I saw this group of mushrooms growing out of it. And I just quickly took a picture on Google Lens because, hey, it's 2025 and that's what we do. And it's not always accurate, but it gives me an idea of the classification, and then I can further look it up. But I thought it was hilarious that it instantly said it was a psychedelic mushroom, and I was like, oh yeah, right. But sure enough, it was in the Gymnosporus class or something. Now these are boletes, absolutely. You can always tell by their, the shape of their cap, just the way they look. They're spongy, they're big, thick stems, but you confirm by looking on the underside, and yeah, it's like a sponge. Feels like a sponge. What else are we going to find out here? I am passing a few repeats up. Hey, little buddy. How you doing? Yeah? Nice. Nice. This little scene right here, when I passed by, I took a picture of it. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. This area had a lot of Native American activity, back in the day, because the Lewis River's right there, and makes me wonder if, picturing people sitting here hundreds of years ago, carving arrowheads, gutting fish. You won't find as many mushrooms growing in areas like this where there's a lot of vegetation. I mean, you can. It just depends on the type of mushroom and location, but you will find them growing in like really open mossy areas. You'll find a lot of them in mossy areas. Look over here. Let's see. Here we go. It's a bunch of these guys. Some parasol. Some mystery mushroom hiding out under the leaf there. I see you, friend. I already went over there and I was looking at the salmon, so I think I'll just walk back this way. Doesn't need to be a super long video. Just kind of wanted to share some cool mushrooms. That's a funky one. You'll find areas of drought too. It's weird, where there's like none. In fact, the biggest concentration I found of fungi was just up the trail here, and not too far. Here's some hiding out down here. They look all slimy. And a lot of the wood-loving mushrooms you'll find, they do contain psilocybin, in case you're wondering, and or psilocin, the active components in magic mushrooms. But it's not recommended to just take random mushrooms. Even if you know that they are psychedelic, they could be, well, wood-loving mushrooms tend to contain other compounds, one of them being baeocystin, and various unknown compounds which can cause what they call wood lovers paralysis. So out here in the Pacific Northwest, down at the coast, we have what they call azurescens, psilocybe azurescens, and you can go harvest them, you know, down at the beach. Highly illegal, or it was. I guess not so much. Now it's maybe recriminalized. But anyway, you could go down there and pick these huge mushrooms, and they're considered highly psychedelic, like one of the strongest psilocybin mushroom in the world, if not the that I know of. And but they'll also, your legs might just stop working for an hour, and that's a scary thing for people. So here's some moss. I know you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, they do something with your nerves and make it so you can't stand up, and some people will just be out having a good time, and then all of a sudden they're just incapacitated for a few hours. Scary if you're not prepared for it, especially. So this is the mushroom I saw earlier, which inspired me to start the video. I've never seen one quite like it. I think it's really beautiful. Looks like an umbrella. And then up here I saw these guys. They almost look like, I think, a russula or something, but I don't think they are. Ooh, look at this guy. That's a bolete. And whoop, looks like another bolete coming up, or it could be a puffball. I don't know. We got a loner back here chilling. Couple more boletes over here. Yeah. And then these little babies down here. Little orange guys. Another bolete down there. Bolete over here. Oh, what are these? Those are cool. I'm not sure what those are, but I think there's enough where I could pick one. Oh no, I know what they are. They're just the same one I checked out the other day. I thought they might have been something special, but they weren't. They were misidentified. Whew. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Man, the selfie stick makes it so much easier to look at these mushrooms. Oh, I love it. Ooh. See him? Do you see him? Hey, get out of there. Guy down there. Oh. Tried to be cinematic there, and then my selfie stick got caught on the sticker bushes. This is where the trail splits to send me back to home, but I'm not ready to go home yet. Not home, to work. It's even worse. But I suppose I should. So I'm gonna head back up. Gotta be responsible, and we'll find more up here on the way. We'll just walk really slow. Hey, there we go. Ooh, there's a wild bottle. Pick that thing. That one I will pick. Oh, and look what I got for my troubles. Beautiful. No garbage, people. Clean up your crap. It's always the cheap booze, too. Alright, well, we're back to the parking lot now. I guess it's time to retire. Could take a brief walk along here, but I don't see any need to, except, hey, look at this. What could these be? I don't know. Could it be an early bolete or something? Got a really hefty stem on those puppies. Little family over here. And over here. There were some big fat mushrooms here a couple weeks ago, but I don't know if they're still blooming or not. Blooming, whatever, fruiting. See, a lot of people don't know this, but mushrooms are actually just the seed, so to speak. The plant is underground, if you want to call it a plant, even though fungi are more closely related to humans DNA-wise than they are to plants. believe it or not. Fungi are a completely different kingdom, and yeah, the only reason they fruit is to spread their spores. Other than that, most of it's underground, a huge mycelial web. And look at this. That is some rotten stuff. I wonder what lives down there. Hey, look. It's an old emblem. La Forge. Huh. I thought it was like Chrysler or something like that. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Because it'll go with this 12-sided die, brass die that I found out on this same walk. And it looks like it has a 5mm thread, so I don't know. It was like some sort of a went on something, but it's a weird thing to find in the leaf litter. But when you're looking close at everything, you'll find a lot of cool stuff in this world. And look at that. You might even find a bolete at the very end, so you can share their spongy underside with people without having to pick one. So there is your spongy underside I was telling you about. Boletes are edible. A lot of them are. I don't know if they're tasty. We cooked one up once. It was okay. I personally just like to look at them. And I like coming down here because I also love Lucia. Lucia. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, y'all take care now. I'm gonna head off to my day. I'll see you next time.